everyone. Welcome to the Discover program. It's back. We have absorbed over 80 graduates the past 4 years. Now, we are looking for you. This is your chance to work with one of the voted best employers in Africa, okay? And of course, I'm talking about Safaricom, right? So we are going to be giving 20 management trainee graduates a job. So please tune in. So, here's one of the recruiters. Hi, D'Souza.
I want to interview you.
Yes, he'll be going through your CVs. So stay linked on that. There'll be a link going down, okay? So I want you to see some of the recruiters. We're not joking, by the way. It is jobs. Today we're giving out jobs, 20 of them. And to show you I am serious, look at that. You see, the team is all here and they are ready to see your comments and everything. Unaona, okona ma laptops na kila kitu maze. We're not joking. So, and that's Matthew, guys. He'll be joining us later on set, telling us more on how we can spruce up our CVs and what skills we should look for in order to get a job in Safaricom, and the evolution of a CV, from where it has been, what is relevant, what is not, all that today. Tunawaelimisha leo, hakuna jokes. And I'll be joined by the lovely Cecilia. Cecilia, say hi. Hi. Yes, she's still doing her makeup. Milikwa Ali. And here are our fast panelists. There we go. Chris and Mark. They have a lot to tell you as far as I said, CV writing, which skills to acquire, the digital space, and what you need to equip yourself in order to get a job with Safaricom. So the Blaze Career Fair starts momentarily. Hi guys.
Hey, hi Jerry.
Yay! So, welcome to Digital Career Fair. Yeah, Digital Career Fair. So we're good to go? Guys, I wasn't joking about the 20 jobs, okay? So like, share, and comment, okay? The first comment on any of our platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, the first comment to appear on those platforms gets 1,000 shillings credit. No jokes, guys, no jokes. So I am joined by Senior Manager, Talent and Acquisition, the guy who gives you the job, Mr. Chris Otundo. And Mark Mumo, Senior Manager, Business Engagement.
Hey, hi guys.
Hey. So guys, as I said, we are on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, okay? So the first person to comment gets 1,000 shillings of credit. And please stick around because I have questions to ask you. If you answer those questions correctly, I'll give you 1,000 shillings credit too. Okay? So down to it.
Okay.
Hamujambo.
Hatujambo, madam.
Karibuni kwa kamera.
Asante.
Naona. Nilicheki maka ki.
Makeup.
You know?
You have to look good.
These ancestors on a roll.
My father cannot see this.
Okay, the GM program is here. Yes, the graduate management program is here.
Yes.
So, first of all, before I jump into that, Mark, tell us a little bit about what business engagement is.
So basically what I do, I've been in technology for a really long time, about 15 years. So what I do currently, I sit with the business and advise them in any matters regarding technology in the products that I want to roll out in Safaricom.
Okay.
So pretty much. It's a techie guy who sits with business, talks about their strategy and what they want to do. Yeah.
Okay. And Chris, talent and acquisition.
Absolutely.
Sounds fancy.
So my role is very simple.
Uh-huh.
I basically match great talent in the market to opportunities at Safaricom to transform lives of our customers and of our staff.
Okay.
So just
Okay.
looking for talent in the market.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Chris, I want to apply for the GMT program.
Right.
How do I make my CV stand out?
Right. So your CV, for all intents and purposes, for the longest time, people look at a CV as an opportunity to capture their life history. But it's not an opportunity to capture life history. It's an opportunity to showcase skills and experiences that are relevant for the jobs that we're looking for, that we're advertising.
Okay.
So literally, every CV is going to be different for every job that you see on a company site.
Okay.
So there's no one CV
Okay.
for a job.
Okay.
You need to customize it each time because you have numerous experiences,
Okay.
you have numerous qualifications,
Okay.
but what is relevant for the organization at
Yeah.
a given time?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can talk a little bit more about the CV,
CV
as we go.
Because I promised them
Absolutely,
tips on how to
absolutely.
make their CV
Yes,
stand out.
yes, yes.
Because I heard, you know, your degree can get you in
Yes.
to the room, but what keeps you in the room is something extra.
It's extra.
Yes. So we're going to talk about that as we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe just jump on the CV story. Remember, like, a CV shouldn't be too long.
Okay.
Like your whole life story in the CV.
Yeah.
We want to know about you in probably the first half page. What is important about you for that job?
Okay.
The other things can come in later, your reference and stuff, but the first half page I think is really critical.
Okay.
In showcasing who you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mark, I know you onboard a couple of people from the GMP program, right? So shed some light on the role of technology function in a business like Safaricom for prospect graduates, you know?
So I think one of the things is our customer has changed. Our customer is very digital. Like, Jerry, you don't know how digital you are.
No.
So you wake up in the morning and you check on your phone and you look at Twitter, you check on Facebook to see how your friends are doing. And then when you come out, if you want to buy a shoe or something, you Google it.
Yeah.
Gone are the days when you'd open a newspaper and look at it, you just Google it. And then when you find a shoe, you want to see how many people like this shoe, or what is the rating of this thing. Then when you want to pay via M-Pesa or something like that. So technology plays in all these spaces in what you do in pretty much your life. And your life is pretty digital.
Okay.
And then there's people sit at home and order.
Yeah.
That's technology, where you can sit in, order something on, Uber Eats or something like that, or Jumia Food, and it comes straight to you. I mean, when you ask for a cab, before you'd have to have a cab guy who you knew.
True, yeah, back in the day, you know, like there was like a number,
there's this guy you
lazima
call.
kuwe nayo, yes.
Now you just order an Uber, you get
Yes.
cheap rates, and you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what technology does.
Yes.
In Safaricom specifically, I mean, technology does a couple of things. We allow you guys to talk. We allow you to talk to your friends through calling. We allow you to stay connected to the net. So how you access, I mean, like all you guys are accessing us through Facebook, Twitter, you're all on your phones, you're streaming.
Right now,
Safaricom
yes,
gives you
right now,
connectivity
yeah.
right on that.
Yeah.
And then we allow you to pay.
Yeah.
So gone are the days before when you had to do a lot of cash things. This is Lip and M-Pesa and you're sorted, you're connected. And then you're taking you straight even to Masoko. You can buy and bring stuff home.
Yeah.
So really we are playing into that digital space at Safaricom, and that's what technology is playing in as well. Yeah.
And I think more importantly is just the marketplace has changed. So enhanced computing power, cloud computing, machine learning, these have changed the way the world of work is today. And so for all intents and purposes, all our careers are going to change because of these things. Organizations are changing their business models. And so the skills that we're looking for are now very different. And so even the way you package yourself, the skills that you're going to be positioning, this is what is different. The skills that people are gaining in school, this is what is different. So all of us have been focused in the past on a degree, getting a first-class honors, getting a fancy degree. But that's not what's important.
PhD, man.
That's not what's important. What we're looking for now are skills.
Skills.
To take care of an economy that is driven by digital.
Okay.
Industrialization, manufacturing, all these are now looking for tangible skills.
Okay.
And so if you come out of school with a nice paper, but have no skills, then you're in trouble. And this is why we're talking to people today, because we want to focus and highlight the need to pick up on real skills.
Okay.
And when you talk about our graduate program this year, we are going to be looking for people with skills. We are not too concerned that you have a first class.
Yes, it's not.
It's not that. What we want to see is what skills do you have, and not just skills, but digital skills.
Digital
Safaricom is now positioning itself as a digital solutions provider.
Exactly.
And so we are competing with the likes of Facebook, Oracle, IBM, and so to compete with those people, we now need digital skills.
Okay.
That's our story, Jerry.
Yes, that's incredible, guys. So as I told you, we have on all our social media pages, yeah? Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. But we are among the first guys in East Africa to be live on LinkedIn. So, okay, so now it is, as Chris was talking about skills, right?
Yeah.
Soft skills.
Yes.
Is there anything else that I need apart from the skills you keep on reiterating?
Yes.
Is there soft skills that I need so as to be able?
Yeah. So I want to borrow from Charles Darwin, a scientist who we all know for the story of evolution.
Evolution.
So he says it's not the strongest animal, it's not the most intelligent animal that will survive. It's the animal that will adapt. So adaptability is going to be extremely critical in the VUCA world, a volatile, ambiguous, a world that is constantly changing. Adaptability, a person who is able to problem solve, a person who, interestingly, is able to work with in a team and be collaborative. Those are the kind of people we're looking for. A person who has high emotional intelligence. These are the skills. And interestingly, humility. The humility to accept that, you know what, 2 years ago, I was the expert on this particular skill.
No, I'm not.
But now, the world has changed and this skill is not as required in the market, and therefore I need to go back to class and start at beginner again. It sounds easy, but humility doesn't come naturally to many people. And so it's something we'll be looking for, because it's going to be a trait that is critical.
I think to ride on that point, like some of the technologies we use in Safaricom are not out there in the market. So it's very clear for us, even as you come in, we're going to train you. You're starting at ground zero.
Okay.
What we've hired you for is your ability to learn.
Okay.
And then from there, you need to grow up from there. And some of the technologies we're using 3-4 years ago are gone, and new stuff is there now. So you're constantly learning, constantly evolving, and you need to be on top of your game.
Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ability to learn. Can you tell me more about that, Mark?
So in terms of ability to learn, I think one of the big things is, first of all, there's a lot of self-learning. So go online and learn. Don't sit and wait for a textbook or wait for your employer to tell you this is what you learn. You drive your own future. You drive your own career. And there's a lot of stuff that you can learn out there. The second thing is talk to people. We are cognizant of the fact that no one is an expert in everything. But the three of us are stronger than one of us. So learn from each other, collaborate, and talk to each other so that we learn and learn a lot more in that space.
Learn, relearn.
Absolutely.
Yes, okay. So humility, adaptability, emotional intelligence. Wow, that's a big one. Yeah. Okay. What marketable skills today would you advise someone getting out of university to acquire skill? Chris.
Mark, just talk to the technology skills.
So a couple of things. So my very basic, first of all, software programming. Like software, that's like the basis. You know, like 10 years ago, it was like you needed new packages, like new Word, and people couldn't necessarily know Word and Excel. You know, like what is that?
ICDL.
I know what
Still important. Still important.
What is that?
Yeah.
Now, software programming is like your basis, and then on that you build other things.
Yes.
So people will be coming to this. I mean, it's almost like I'm a software programmer and an accountant.
Yes.
I'm a software programmer and a HR consultant.
Yes.
I'm a software programmer and a marketer, because software is the basis of that. But apart from that, we want data scientists, because it allows us to learn patterns and behaviors about what we can do for the customer. We want UX, UI researchers. UX, UI are the guys who give you a customer journey of how your product should be. Like when you go on Google, you find no one has trained you on how to use Google, but you use Google. Because someone has sat behind and figured out this is the natural customer journey. Someone would naturally do something to buy or search. And that's what a UX, UI person does. And we need those guys in the market. Christian, to add a bit more?
No, so you're right. So we talked about cybersecurity being a very critical thing again in the workplace. Cloud computing, stuff around digital marketing, digital sales. These are skills that before were not such a big deal, but now because organizations are shifting, like I said, these are critical. All of us have for the longest time done project management courses, but it's not just project management in the traditional sense. Now we're talking about agile. We're talking about being a scrum master, being an agile coach. So these are skills that ordinarily were not things that we're looking for, but now we're looking for people. He talked about software developers, so mobile apps critical.
Big on mobile apps actually. So we have an app for almost like everything.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like I recently had a baby, and we had an app that would tell us like this is which stage he's at. Now he's crying. This is why he's crying.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an app for everything.
Yes.
Ability to develop mobile apps will really be big going forward, because everyone wants to do an app, and customers are interacting a lot with the world with an app.
Yeah.
Machine learning,
AI.
Artificial intelligence. Yeah, you said something like about that.
These for the longest time seemed like such far out skills.
Things,
But today, if you have that, we hire you in a heartbeat. Because they're such rare skills.
Okay.
And this is what we're looking for.
Okay.
Yes, organizations are changing, and this is what we're looking for.
Okay.
At least at Safaricom.
Yeah.
Okay, you had the guys, right? So here's my first question. What are some of the skills that were just mentioned right now? What are some of the skills? These are for my Twitter guys. Guys on Twitter, are you hearing me? What are some of the skills that were mentioned by Mark and Chris that you need to acquire? And I'll give you 1,000 shillings of airtime. Okay?
Wow.
Oh, nice.
We can talk about the CVs now.
Nataka airtime kwa nini?
Hata mimi.
Hata
I was
mimi.
about to answer. I can
HR iko hapa alafu nataka airtime.
Mimi najua mambo mengi ya CVs.
So unataka tukupe.
I can win myself something as well.
Yeah, you were saying you want to talk about CVs. Yes, okay.
No, so CVs for the longest time, people had to handwrite a CV, type it out, print it out, and take it to an organization. So you'd go to the Safaricom gate, nataka kupeana CV yangu.
You have to walk through the watchman first.
Yes, and give it
then
to...
walk through the receptionist, and then you pray.
Wow.
So those days are gone.
It's true.
Now organizations are receiving applications using something called an application tracking system. So for Safaricom, we use Taleo, which is an Oracle product. And the application now doesn't begin at the CV where we ask you to upload it. It begins at the place where you're filling the form.
Okay.
So we're asking pertinent details. How old are you? Where do you live? What location? Tell us what experience you have, what qualifications you have. So that's where the application begins.
That's where it begins.
That's where it begins. So it's very important to fill in that information properly and be honest and authentic.
Yes.
A lot of people assume that's not where the application begins. That's where it starts. Bas, ukidanganya, then we find out the truth. Then you might just get penalized.
Okay.
And there's no point of lying and removing yourself from the system or the process that early in the game.
True.
But the most important part is now when you then decide to upload a CV, what should your CV have? Remember, long ago CVs, everyone's CV at the top had PO box.
Yes.
Now, honestly, Mark, when is the last time you used the post office?
I don't even remember
To write-
the post office box.
Do you even have a post office box?
I don't.
No, he's old school, so I think he still has it. But it's not relevant for most organizations because, if anything, you've captured all the details on your phone number, if anything, where you live on the forms. But what's most important? Capture for us your phone number, capture for us your email address, because that is how we'll be getting in touch with you. Not so much your post office. And what you're doing is saving on space at the top of your CV.
You're saving on space. So space is essential.
Space is critical because I'm receiving 8,000 applications for this graduate program.
Okay.
Yes, I will go through all of them.
Yes.
But do I really have the time to read 4 pages of a CV? No. So the sharper your CV is, the shorter it is and the more concise it is, then you're the person who is likely to emerge tops because we can quickly see what is relevant. All right?
Okay.
So further down in your CV, what comes a lot of times is a summary of your experiences or competencies that you have. And again, this is where you begin to customize your CV.
Okay.
What is relevant for the job in front of you?
Okay.
If you have more experience in software development and this job requires that, and Mark said it's becoming a basic, so you need to highlight it. If you have been doing, if you've had experience with products, and this company is looking for people with product experience, then that should be the first thing that shows up in bullet point form, as opposed to a paragraph, which most of us do.
Okay.
Quickly down your CV, what then comes is your experiences.
Okay.
Now, most of you probably are coming out from school, so you don't have that much experience.
Yes.
But for you to stand out, you need to have been doing internships.
Yes.
You need to have been doing volunteerism somewhere or some form of apprenticeship.
Okay.
Because through those experiences, then you begin to flourish and come out of your skin, and we begin to see what skills you actually can bring to the table.
Okay,
Yeah?
That's an integral point because the volunteering aspect, Kenya's mentality is like, mi siwezi fanya kazi kwa bure, you get. But that volunteering aspect is
That is so critical. It doesn't matter, even if it's a church.
Yes.
If you're in church, yes, hata kama ni kanisa. Even if it's in church or the mosque, you're helping, you're part of a project that is building something. All of that is pointing to us that you're the kind of person who has some of those soft skills that we're looking for.
Okay.
you're a self-starter, you're the kind of person who's has
Self-drive,
teamwork.
yes.
Unaenda kule nje, you're working on things without being pushed.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And you know what? You work for free.
Yeah.
So this guy is humble. Humility.
Humility.
We talked about it.
Nice.
Interestingly, so my first internship after school was in a church.
In a
So I worked in a whole year in a church.
Yeah.
And so when I joined Safaricom, people would ask like, so where were you before you joined Safaricom? They tell me in Nairobi chapter, they're like, what is that? Is that a company? I'm like, no, it's a church.
it's a
so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But it really helped
But
me.
it is probably a company as well.
I mean, what it helped me was, first of all, it really helped me know how to interact with people.
Yes.
I was leading the youth group.
Yes.
Some of these soft skills I still use till today. I still lead discussions with my colleagues.
Yes.
I'm driving initiative because I'm like, you don't sit and wait for things to happen, you do it yourself. A lot of those leadership skills, I honed them in my internship.
Okay.
I now just actualize them in work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, guys, volunteer maze, usikatae hiyo kazi ya msikiti, kufagia. Hiyo carpet lazima uitoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alafu church,
Yes.
youth group, nini, don't think you're not doing it for nothing. I see Safaricom is looking for you.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So the hashtag is Blaze Career Fair, and I am joined, if you're just joining us, guys, I am joined by Mark Mumo, who is Business Engagement Senior Manager, and Chris Otundo, who's Talent and Acquisition Senior Manager. Kwa hivyo, huyu ndo anakupa kazi. Unamwona?
This is the guy.
This is the guy.
Na huyu ananisaidia.
Na huyu anasema mimi nataka hii. So you remember Twitter, I asked you a question. So whoever answered the questions correctly, the first person to answer gets 1,000 shillings of credit. So this next question is to you, Chris. Okay?
Yeah.
Are there skills that have been limited to a particular gender? You get that in ya wanaume, in ya wanawake. So how do we encourage a particular gender to start acquiring a particular skill?
I mean, for the longest time, Mark, you can attest to this. Software development, all these digital IT computer skills have been the preserve, or at least men have been most of the time the ones getting that opportunity, or at least going to study them. But more and more we're seeing ladies and girls going into some of these STEM careers. Science, what's STEM?
Science, technology,
Engineering
and math.
Exactly.
So everything. ST, everything.
Everything and math. So more and more we're seeing girls going into these courses.
Yes.
And you know what? They're actually doing just as well as men.
Yeah,
and so by all means, women, girls out there, consider careers in STEM.
Okay.
Software development, data science, UX, UI, mobile development. All these are skills that are critical, and we'll be looking for you.
Okay.
We want the ladies, and in fact, for the graduate program, 50-50. We're looking for 50% men, 50% women.
Okay.
Yes. Mark, you might need to switch off your phone.
Clearly.
Yeah.
50-50.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so girls, I mean, get that engineering program. Okay, so si ya machali peke yake. Pia sisi tunaweza kuwa engineer, programmers.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now we as Safaricom have employed, there's an article that says that about 970,000 people, directly or indirectly.
Correct.
Okay, so, and now here we are looking for 20 more, so that means we're upping that number.
Correct.
Okay, so we want more people to join. So what opportunities, I know we've talked about the skills and everything, what opportunities are we looking for this time?
Yeah. Okay. So like I said earlier, and it's really just reiterating that we've been constantly looking for a graduate, someone who's finished a degree, 4 years.
Graduate first.
But now we're saying even a diploma, even a diploma holder who has graduated.
Wow.
If you finished and you have a diploma, but you are over and above the degree or the diploma.
Or the diploma.
What skill have you gotten through your own self-training?
Okay.
So you've gone ahead and learned cybersecurity, you've gone ahead and learned cloud computing, all these skills that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we're not just concerned about having a lovely paper.
Okay.
What work experience can you demonstrate that you have?
Okay.
Ni kazi gani ya msikiti that you can demonstrate, and what did you learn?
Yeah.
But more importantly, underline, bold, future skill. What future skill do you have?
Okay.
Remember, we receive 10,000 applications plus.
Yes.
What will make you stand out is that you have work experience, you have a future skill, because companies are now looking for those skills.
Yes.
So that is what we'll be focusing on.
That's what you'll be looking out for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mark, do you have anything to add
I think
there?
just on that, so like the Discover program was said, and maybe just a snapshot of the program, we bring you into Safaricom, and we allow you to interact with the different facets of business. So you go around on a rotation to understand Safaricom as a whole ecosystem. Right from how we make SIM cards, how we build the towers, how people sell airtime, how we do the marketing, how we answer customer calls at the call center. We allow you to have a wide view of Safaricom. Then when you plug into one place, you're like a superstar. You're like a rocket ready to take off.
So you know what each and part of the business and how it fits in to the bigger picture of what is Safaricom.
For about 18 months, that's the program. And then after that, we then deploy you into your function where you have now been empowered and trained on. So you don't need to come in with mastery skills. You just come in with the attitude and at least demonstration that you have gone ahead of everyone else and started learning on your own. That's the guy we're looking for. That's the lady we're looking for.
And just to talk about the adaptability you had mentioned earlier, we usually hold this Discover program in campuses, right? How was it before? And now we are on digital. Yes, that evolution.
Everything. So before we would do a career fair, go to Jomo Kenyatta University, go to Moi University, pitch a tent. But even you can see in HR, we are adapting, Mark. We're now on digital. Now, I mean, I now have to understand. I now have to understand a script. I need to understand digital hashtag. I mean, these are new skills that a HR person is having to pick up. And I need to understand how many followers we're going to get. It's a new skill. And because it's important for a company to position itself as employer of choice, and so these are some of the things that I am having to embrace.
And maybe one of the things to add, I know people like this the Discover program. I actually am a reject of the Discover program. Like I applied like atukutaki.
Utoshe mboga.
Then I think is it adaptable?
Alikuwa Chris by the way. Chris aliangalia tu CV too much too wide.
Alikuwa na PO box mingi. Alikuwa na PO box mbili.
But then I applied again for a different role and I got in. And that was actually came in as a software developer. So like us guys are looking for software developers like crazy. I've hired 100 in the last 4 months. I don't say how many more I'm going to hire, but we're still looking more.
100 in 4 months.
So it's not just a Discover program, but I think there's opportunity if you are having these digital skills. Safaricom is a place to be, definitely.
Okay, guys, if you're just joining us, we are talking about how to stand out in an interview. We have talked about the skills you need to acquire. Kwamba degree is not enough; it gets you through the door, but what keeps you in the room? If you didn't hear that, tukimaliza isho, rewind too. Sawa. But right now, there is a link on your screen, on how to be able to apply for this. It's www.safaricom.co.ke/careers. The link should appear on your screen, but if it hasn't, as I repeat, www.safaricom.co.ke/careers. You go to that link, not right now. Tukimaliza hii story tafadhali. Sawa, wakati kwa sababu Chris is still having more to tell you on what he'll be looking for. So go there equipped when you're answering those questions. So stick around. Just remember the link as I said it, and please share. Wale ambao wanatafuta kazi, sawa? Kazi iko. 20 graduates, we are looking for you, guys. We need you aboard this ship, man. Let's take Safaricom to the next level.
Let's transform lives.
Yes, it's about transforming lives. We're not just here about, kupata hiyo pesa. We are out to make your life better as a team. Nitawapa tu testimony yangu baadaye. So now I have a question for my Facebook team. What's your Facebook? I hope mpo. So this is your question. For 1,000 shillings of credit, the first person to answer this question, please, tutampa credit 1,000. The question is, where do you apply for the GMP program? Hapana, si wewe ma.
Tosheka.
I was going to go for it.
That's how serious it is, guys. So where do I apply for the GMP program? So the first person to answer that question gets 1,000 shillings of airtime. So now the application link is open and just on your screens. So apply now. But in the event you are not picked, kwa sababu tunatafuta 20, najua na nyote 80,000 to apply. It's a competitive process, as you've heard Chris say. It's not just about your CV and what you've done as a graduate, It's a little bit more. So it's a competitive process. So Blaze has brought on board partners like Google, IBM, Wezesha, Cloud Factory, and Brighter Monday to offer thousands of free, unajua vile tunapenda vya bure, free online courses cutting across multiple disciplines, including sales and marketing, finance, agriculture, creative arts, programming and development, among many others. These courses are targeted for young adults under the age of 26. Users who complete these course modules are directed for further learning opportunities and experiential training through partner organizations or available jobs that we'll have. So, guys, musikufe moyo. 20 ndo tunatafuta. Mukiapply, mukiona hujafika kama vile Mark. Wajua Mark alikatazwa. Tukamwambia hatumtaki. So, end up a Blaze Link. Get equipped with those courses, guys.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Sawa sawa.
Yes.
So, Chris, I've said 80,000 people will apply.
Possibly, we hope that.
Yes.
We get that number.
But you want 20.
I want 20.
Talk to me about this application process.
So the application process is quite straightforward. We will, the first interface, like I said, is going to be the career portal.
Yes.
You enumerated the actual the link.
Link.
So you will get on there and you fill the form properly, honestly,
Yeah.
and then we will receive your application. What you will
Okay.
receive is a notification from us saying we confirm receipt.
Okay.
Okay? After that, we will then take your profiles through an evaluation process. Typically, you will be given a questionnaire to answer, and out of the questions that you answer, we will obviously select the top. People who actually get the highest marks. Okay? And at each point, we'll give you feedback. Depending on what skill that you have, we will take you down a different path. If it's UX, UI, if it's cybersecurity, the questions will vary. After that piece of the questionnaire, which is really just to test the technical skills, we will then possibly launch a psychometric test. So we'll send out a psychometric test, and this is just for us to test personality, because we want, remember we talked about things around adaptability, humility, and those are some of the things we'll be testing through a psychometric test.
Okay.
After the psychometric test, we will then have a smaller number. People will come here for an assessment center. So where we will actually take you through real life work, where you work in a group, work on case studies as an individual, and that will be also an opportunity for us to showcase your leadership, your adaptability, your problem solving ability. And further from that process, whoever is selected will then come for a face-to-face interview.
Okay.
And finally, we'll have our 20.
Okay.
It's an elaborate process, probably likely to take about a month and a half to 2 months.
Okay.
But at every point, we will share feedback with the candidates who are not making it through, and for those who are making it through the process.
Okay.
So everyone will get a chance to be evaluated. All 80,000 applications,
They will be
evaluated.
and
From the beginning,
yeah.
we will chuck some, and at each point, the criteria is different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the process.
Okay, guys, you've heard what Chris has said. Not kwamba mtakuwa wengi alafu will dismiss others. He will go through every single CV, and at each point he'll be eliminating. So guys, to stand out, please continue watching this to the very end, okay? So I was supposed to take questions from the viewers, but a quick shout out. Anthony Murithi, thank you for joining us. Simiu Denster nakuona. Koba Isaac, watu walikuwa wanasikiza kumbe. Mnasikiza? Good stuff. Lisa Mugo, Pierre Kamau, we guys are seeing you. So ask me any question. These guys, you have them for now, for the next hour or so. So please ask the questions that you need to ask. And after the show, we'll still have availability of you asking questions. As you've seen, the recruitment team, sinilingia nao, niliongea na Claude. Yeah, and he's saying he's looking for your CV. So they will be also answering some of the questions that you will have as far as this GMP program is concerned. Okay? So right now, we have a testimonial videos of different people who've gone through the program. Okay? Now, they will tell you how beneficial it was, how it is to work for Safaricom, and everything. So guys, please watch the video. It is it's about 4 minutes long, because we have a lot to tell you of how the benefits of this program. But we will be back, and when we do come back, did you see Cecilia on makeup? I hope you did. Cecilia and Matthew will be joining us. Matthew amefika. Nilimuonesha alipiga shout out. Na hata amepiga. So Matthew and Cecilia will be coming on set after the testimonials to give us more tips on how to make you stand out in an interview and how to make you stand out as an applicant of the graduate management program. Okay, so cue in the testimonials.
I joined Safaricom in 2017 through the Discover program. So currently I'm a senior officer within the corporate communications department.
I joined the Discover program in 2015 and currently I'm the manager segments.
I joined Safaricom in 2014 and currently I'm the senior business manager to the chief customer officer.
I joined Safaricom through the Safaricom Discover program in 2014. My current role is a principal officer, cybersecurity assurance.
I joined Safaricom as a Discover management trainee in 2018. And currently, I'm a cybersecurity engineer.
The common denominator was the customer, and by that I mean how do we make our products and services more accessible, more customer friendly.
I'd say it is transformational. So in transformational for the customer and also for the employees. Because even for us, everything that we get internally is very human.
There's a lot of energy within Safaricom. It's fast-paced, it's vibrant basically.
We are a purpose-driven organization. And every day you go to sleep knowing you're doing more than just selling products and services.
I think it's majorly how we put the customer at heart. Makes it very easy for us, even as we come up with everything we do, just ensure that we are actually answering to this customer's needs.
And it gave me visibility into how a business works in totality. It also helped me understand myself as an individual.
A rich think tank. Basically, anything you pick from, there'll be always someone who has a rich knowledge on that.
Safaricom One has given me the platform to both nurture my skills in cybersecurity, CSSP, Prince2, ISO certifications. Basically, as long as I've needed it, they've provided it for me.
What that means is that after 18 months, your personal and professional development has really accelerated and you're a transformed person.
So I think basically you get an understanding of the whole business so that when you're even now landing into your final area where you'll settle, you actually have an overall view of how the business actually works.
For example, I think we have over 100 coaches at Safaricom throughout all the divisions and departments. So what you can do is go to any of them for support and then choose one that you feel you have synergy with.
Discover program gives you that chance to have a 360-degree view of the organization before you get to sit within your role.
The Discover program has helped me transform myself to basically what Jim Collins refers to as a level 5 leader. That is transforming from a functional leader to a business leader.
Number one was the opportunity to work in different teams. The second thing was just the fast-paced nature of the organization. It's really a place where if you stand still, things will pass you by.
So you get to discover whatever that is in you that you didn't know, and at the same time you actually get limitless opportunities to grow to whatever you want to become.
I'd say health-wise, we also have a hospital within the building. And just in terms of mental and emotional wellness, we also have counselors,
You get a lot of exposure to so many things that build your confidence as an individual.
The skills that you have yesterday are no longer applicable today. And tomorrow, whatever you learn today will not be applicable. So you need to have the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Every day you're exposed to people, to new people with new beliefs, new ways of thinking, different professional qualifications, different skill sets, and that is not only good for your professional development, but for your personal development as well.
If you're someone who wants to open yourself to great things, great learnings, great people, this is where you need to be.
A lot of the times when you leave campus, you don't know what you want to do. A lot of us just guess, or we take the first thing that comes to us. But what I like about the Discover program, it helps you discover yourself, just as it says.
I would encourage someone to join the Discover program because of the level of exposure that you get through the program.
The Safaricom Discover program gives you the perfect opportunity to set off your career by giving you a multidisciplinary platform to enable you improve on your skills, develop new ones, and accelerate you in that path that you yearn to explore.
So you too can join the program and let's connect together.
Be ready to create an impact into the community. So just come and let's grow together.
I would owe this to the lessons and the key learnings and the exposure I got from the program. So join the program and let's grow together.
Apply for the Safaricom Discover program and let's connect together.
So if you want to unlock your potential, apply for the Safaricom Discover program today and let's grow together.
Welcome back, guys. So if you're just joining us, we are talking about how you can stand out in an interview. And that Safaricom is looking for 20 graduates that will be able to join the graduate management program that is on today. Okay? So we have given you the link that is www.safaricom.co.ke/careers. And this is hashtag Blaze Career Fair, courtesy of Blaze. Okay, guys? So we are, at first I had Mark and Chris who gave us the skills we need to acquire, what needs to stand out for your, what needs to stand out on your CV for you to be considered, okay? And right now I am joined by Cecilia Gashier, Revenue Assurance. She'll be talking about different corporate functions. Cecilia, salimia watu wangu.
Hello.
Okay, and I'm also joined by Matthew, okay? Matthew Kwena, who is Talents and Capability for Commercial. Okay, so these guys will give us more intel on what needs to stand out as you're joining the Safaricom team. Okay, amjambo. Amjambo. Najua Kiswahili sangine kwa wengine ni hakinogi. Si mdomo chenu. Okay, Cecilia, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, what I do currently is ensuring that we don't have any leakages when it comes to revenues. Okay. So if you look at it, it's more of business assurance to ensure that there's no leakage, okay, and at the same time to ensure that the customer gets value for what they pay for.
Okay. Yeah. So we are serious about customers getting their value for money,
yes,
right?
It's very important
It's
for
very
us.
important.
Yes.
Okay. And Matthew?
Okay.
Talents and capability, what is that about?
Yes, that's a complicated way of saying my job is simple. I just make sure we have the correct people to work in the commercial function.
Okay.
And once they're in, to make sure that they have the correct skills and competencies to be able to perform on their jobs.
Okay.
That's it.
Commercial functions, tell me what that is.
So commercial functions will refer to, I'd like to bucket it like this. So there are people or other divisions whose job is to innovate and come up with the products and services that we position for our customers. Then we have other divisions whose job is to be able to take those products and services to the market.
Okay.
That's our salespeople.
Okay.
And then we have the other divisions whose job is to make sure that once we've sold those products and services,
Okay.
the customers are happy with what
Okay.
it is that we have been able to
Okay.
position. So that's
Okay.
customer experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's basically commercial.
Yes.
The people who create,
Yes.
the people who sell,
Yes.
and the people who support
Yes,
once
exactly.
the product is out there.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a nice way of summarizing it. Okay. Cecilia, corporate function. Can you summarize that for me? What corporate?
So corporate functions basically support business So we will support the commercial units to ensure that they have the right support to take the products to the market. So if you look at functions like finance, how then do we ensure that we have the proper performance records, we're able to guide and show how the performance is so that we get the right products in the market. This also goes in line together with data because a lot of products are data driven. So giving that support from an analytics team to actually support what the commercial team is taking to market to make sure that the products that we are giving resonate with the customer and are data driven. If you look at resourcing, and I'm happy we're having this career fair, how do we get the right resources on board? So that is what HR does to ensure that, like he mentioned, are we getting the right people with the right competencies? And we're looking forward to seeing some of our viewers apply for these roles. So that is what resources does, which is part of the support function. So if you look, the other key support function is what we call corporate risk. How do we manage our risks as an organization and ensure that enterprise risk is manageable, products we take to the market are correct, and while at it, how do we do our contracting? So again, functions like legal will come in. Are we doing the right contracting? Do we have compliance? Are we talking to the relevant bodies that are required as we launch the various products to ensure that if you're looking at Communications Authority of Kenya, if you're looking at Central Bank of Kenya, how do we manage those relationships? So it's all support that will ensure that while he's busy, when the commercial unit is busy making the product, can we ensure the support comes along? Yes.
So corporate function, so commercial, as you said, is creating, selling, and the support that is after selling, okay?
And awareness also.
Yes.
Marketing teams.
Okay. So that's what the commercial is evolved. And then the corporate function is now the support that is given to the commercial team. Wow, okay. So this is, we're talking about legal, we're talking about HR, and
we're talking about finance. We're talking about corporate security. How do we make sure that fraudsters are caught on time? So all those functions that support.
Okay, so those are very, now I have a better view of how Safaricom works, and I've been here for 10 years. So, but that's a better view. Okay, so now you both have high-level jobs and they come with challenges, okay? So my question is, what has carried you through these challenges? You get, Cecilia, let me just start with you, because women, you know, we are, we carry a lot. Sijasema ni hamu baby.
You're right, Njeri. Especially for women who are mothers, we know how it is that you have to do so much to make sure things work well. So for me, I'll mention two things that have really helped me in terms of managing challenges. Number one is building relationships. Because the beauty of building relationships is that if you've built a good relationship with your boss, with the support structures that you have, then you're actually able to go through the challenges that you have. For example, as a mother, if you have good relationships, say with your extended family, your sister, on that day when things are not working out, they'll always come in and help you. So that has worked for me. The second thing that is related to relationships is about mentorship and coaching. Very, very good. Because what it does is sometimes you realize that the challenges we have sometimes are perception. Or indeed there are challenges, but if you get someone to walk the journey with you, then you're able to break it down and take a step at a time, and you're able to overcome. So those have really worked for me.
For you, building relationships and mentorship and coaching. And I know Safaricom is big on mentorship and coaching, and we are all being driven. Get a coach, get a mentor, get this. Yeah, so I didn't know it was a way of you handling challenges.
Yeah, it actually is. It actually helps you get the potential out of you, and you're also able to look at challenges from a different perspective. And the beautiful thing about Safaricom, like we mentioned, we actually have more than 80 certified coaches. So I mean, it's really a good opportunity for us to, you know, use those facilities and what is provided for us, not to die with our problems.
So on top of this graduate program where we are coming and we are taking people all over the company, we are also telling them we'll have mentors for you, we'll have coaches for you who will be able to unlock your potential. So it's not just that we are giving you a job, we are like trying to release the best out of you.
Precisely.
Okay, so Mark, I mean, Matthew, Mark ameniingia kwa kichwa. Mark. Matthew, tell us how you handle challenges.
Well,
kama mwanamume.
Kwanza ni maombi. Lazima niombe. Things can get very difficult. But anyway, on a serious note, Safaricom being an innovative company, obviously pressure nayo ni mingi sana.
Kabisa.
So what we've learned to do is to take some time and reflect, you know, and find the patterns. And by patterns, I mean you look at what is consistently happening or consistently present, and also what is consistently absent. So you can be able to tell the story of why is it that you're always experiencing what you're experiencing. And after that, then you make a choice. What are you going to continue to do, or what are you going to stop doing?
Okay. Okay, so you've told me that you just have to...
Yes. So you reflect, first of all.
Yes.
Find the patterns, tell the narrative, and then disrupt yourself.
Okay.
What are you going to stop doing, what are you going to start doing?
Okay. So you reflect and you decide what you're going to start doing and what you're going to stop doing as far as challenges are concerned.
Yes.
Okay, so hapo ndo nakaa unafikiria hii niko na kashi. Unaweza
na una prioritize pia. Kama
ni take through a challenge moja hivi. Kama mfano. Tuseme unajua hizi ni mambo practical, si kwamba tunadanganya.
So saa zingine you can get a project that you're doing alafu time inakuweza tu. You know, things become too much. So you want to take some time off and ask yourself, what am I going to prioritize? Because otherwise you'll be swamped. So that happens quite a bit.
Okay.
Yes.
So Matthew, niko na swali na wewe. How does the commercial side of the business evolve? Okay? How does the commercial side, what are the relevant skills that currently you're keen on the top of the list that was there now, that they're there now, had worked 10 years ago? What are you looking for as a talent and capability scout you get on skills that were not there 10 years ago?
But and, they're there now.
Yeah, but dakika moja tu kidogo. Naomba mtu anirudishie hii volume. Volume iko juu sana. Tafadhali. Yeah, hii mic. Tafadhali reduce volume. Namsikia director more than namsikia Matthew. But yes, tell us,
So, I think a lot of things have changed, So if you look at marketing, for instance, nowadays we talk about things like search engine marketing or search engine optimization. Kitambo, nobody knew anything about that. You know? But now we have, like one of our products is called Masoko.
Okay.
So basically we are selling on e-commerce. 10 years ago, that was not part of our portfolio, you see. So the people who are working in these areas have to upskill themselves in digital skills that are relevant,
Okay.
So if you look at something like product management, we are now doing digital product management as opposed to the traditional way of doing it. Okay. So pressure you have to look at what the customer is requiring nowadays. Things like user experience have become very big.
User experience.
So the customer really wants to interact with your products in a very easy way.
Okay.
We don't want to be selling what is on our shelves. We want to be selling what the customer actually needs.
Okay.
Which therefore means that we have to work backwards. We begin with the customer and ask questions like, Cecilia, what is it that she needs, you see? And then we design exactly what is required for her.
Okay.
As opposed to the other way around.
Okay. So that's what you mean by working backwards. Now, we just used to design products and then release them into the market. But now we're going to the market and say, you guys, what do you need or that we can make, or what do we improve on?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's what it's called working backwards.
Working backwards.
Okay. So you mentioned e-commerce, which is a platform that wasn't there.
Yes.
And you said search engines.
Yes. Search engine marketing, search engine optimization.
Okay.
User experience design.
Okay.
Those are the kind of skills that we're looking for.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And product management in a digital perspective.
Exactly. So digital product management.
We are all going digital right now. Everyone, as Mark said earlier, to go just from the time you wake up all the way to we finally get to Jobo, it's all digital.
Yes.
So even our product management has gone digital.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much everybody in the company has to upskill themselves.
Okay.
You know, in terms of where the company is going with future skills, like Mark was explaining
Pia
earlier.
Mimi.
Hata wewe.
Kwisha
Hautabaki nyuma usipochunga.
Aya. I'll become redundant apparently in Ispochunga. Okay, Cecilia. Among the possible skills in the business support team, the corporate function that you talked about earlier, what are the ones that many are not focusing about and we should start focusing, and you're telling us, wake up, please start doing this? Yeah.
To answer this question, I'll just try and explain how the corporate functions have changed. Okay. We have seen corporate functions becoming centers of excellence, what you'd call shared services that are centers of excellence, because that way then you're able to support business better. So as a result, we also have, we call business partnering, whether you're talking about human resource business partner, risk business partner. So what that means is that as technology is moving from the customer's perspective, as a support person, you have to move as fast. You can't be left behind.
True.
Otherwise, you'll find business reached the end and you're still trying to figure it out. So most of the critical skills that are coming up, and I know this has been mentioned when you're looking at technology, they also apply in the corporate function. How do we use artificial intelligence, for instance, and machine learning? And I'll give you an example. If you're looking at catching a fraudster, can you use data, big data, to actually help you and determine certain behavior that data tells you, so that then the customer whom you're trying to serve is not defrauded. Another example is when we are looking at products, how can I get data science knowledge as a person? Look at data science and see what models can we come up with to help the commercial teams come up with relevant products. Very, very important. Another area is around digital forensic. You know, how do we use all these data that we have to actually help us? And also business analytics, I know it has been there for a while, but it actually keeps revolving as we have new technologies coming in, we have bigger data coming in. I'm sure you've heard of data lakes, you know, like really a big lake with data kind of thing. So how do we use that to help business? But by the way, it's not just the hard skills. They're critical soft skills. And I keep talking to accountants sometimes and I tell them, the debit and the credit remains. I hope I'm not boring people who know that.
Debit and credit remains. If I remember my business education, kuna balancing of checks. Debit and credit remains.
But beyond that, how well then are you able to relate? Your analytical skills, very important. Because then you must drive decision making based on serious analytics. That becomes very critical. Emotional intelligence. How do you relate to people?
As you guys are just repeating what those guys were saying.
Oh, clearly. It's kind of... Those are the skills that we need to work on. Creativity. Co-creation, you know. You as a support function, how do you co-create with the rest of business to ensure that we actually serve this customer better? So there are a lot of soft skills that you actually have to keep on working on. And the one I love is you need to learn, relearn, and learn. You know, it's a whole process.
So
you have to discard,
learn new, and repeat.
And repeat, yes. It becomes very important as a support function to ensure that you're moving together with the commercial units.
A lot of things have been mentioned that I've had, but I keep on hearing big data and everything. Can you, Cecilia, break down kidogo to what big data is for wale ambao elewi, so that they know exactly where to go?
So I'll try and keep it very simple,
please.
So that we understand. What happens in the world we live in the technology world, is that data is collected about you everywhere. I mean, you go to Google Maps, location where you visit, favorite restaurants, you go by, you pay, then you're able to tell what did this customer do. So there's actually a lot of data that is collected. If you look at FB, they're actually able to tell what are your favorite sites, what likes do you have, what articles do you like reading, who are the people you're following. So all that is a lot of data. That is really huge. The question is, how then do you break it down into sizable chunks that are able to give you some sort of intelligence to drive the kind of products and the kind of experience you give your customers?
Now that makes sense, because recently Google just sent me that there's a cafe in your area that we've noticed you like coffee, and I'm like, where? Google. So that, it is. It can get, I guess that's where cybersecurity comes in, as far as everything.
And data privacy.
And data privacy. So now Cecilia had already talked to us about some of the things that we should focus on, and we're not focusing on right now. Do you think, can you add on to what Cecilia said?
I think she's mentioned quite a number of them, but I can also refer to, let's say, customer success or customer experience. So if your job currently is to take care of customers in the call center,
mini customer care, mini customer care.
So how to look at it is, our customers are accessing our services and products in very different ways nowadays. Some of it is web-based, some of it is on the mobile applications. So then how do you take care of a customer who is interacting with you through the mobile phone?
Yeah.
So there are some new skills that you have to pick up. For instance, things like web chat management, you know.
Web chat management.
Yes.
I am learning.
And by the way, some of these
yes,
things even as we're learning as we go along.
Yes,
you know?
web chat management.
Yes. So basically what I mean is you have to look at your current job and then project it a number of years ahead, you know, and then ask yourself, what will my customer be looking for 1 year out or 2 years out?
Wow.
Okay? And then begin to build the skills that you feel are necessary for you not only to be relevant now, but also future-proof yourself as you go along.
Okay.
Pretty much that's how to go about
That's
it.
basically, so you're
And
projecting.
Then, yes, something else is, let's not also be too afraid, you know. As the world is evolving,
I'm one of them.
as the world is evolving, we are also learning as we go along. You know? So there's no perfection. You fall, you get up, you try again.
Yeah.
Just make sure that at the end of the day, your relevance is assured.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then one last thought is,
Yeah.
I'd like to tell our viewers that let's not also limit ourselves by thinking about how do I protect my job right now, you know, because that's limiting and it's also paralyzing, you know, because you're driven by fear.
Yeah.
What continuous learning does for you is that you build your employability.
Okay.
Yeah, not just for Safaricom here, but the more skills you gather that are relevant and the
Yeah.
market is willing to pay for,
Okay.
the more employable you are globally.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
so
don't guard your job.
No,
Say,
no,
we are not doing
Apana.
this won't work
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
So you should just learn.
Yes.
Yeah,
For the globe.
adaptability, as
Yes.
Chris had
Yes.
said earlier.
Yes. Learning agility.
Okay, and become agile. Okay.
So
okay.
that becomes even exciting as you go adding skills to your skill set. Yeah.
Okay. So, question for my YouTube viewers. Okay, where can you get the courses that will equip you digitally? I had told you earlier where you can get the courses that will equip you digitally. So I am asking YouTube viewers, where can you get these courses? And whoever answers me first on YouTube gets 1,000 shillings of credit. Okay? And Cecilia and can somebody reduce that volume on that side? Leo niko na shida ya volume nakwambia. So what I will reiterate what Cecilia and Matthew have said: technology, focus on technology, artificial intelligence, big data, digital forensics, business analytics. These are the informations that you're supposed to acquire, the skills are supposed to acquire that will make you stand out. Simply Google them or go to our Blaze link, because this is the Blaze Career Fair, okay? So as I said earlier, that we are looking for 20 graduates. And I know over 100,000 of you will probably apply. But do not fret if you don't get it. Just simply go to our Blaze link. Blaze has brought on board Google, IBM, Wezesha, Cloud Factory, Brighter Monday to offer thousands of free online courses. Absolutely free. Go equip yourselves in things like sales and marketing, okay? Creative arts, programming, development, among other courses for guys 26 years and under. So simply go there, get the training, okay? Because as Mark had told us, he was not accepted in the first GMP, okay? But he went back, equipped himself and came back, okay? The first graduate management program. Sawa sawa. So please go to that Blaze link. That is why it's there. We keep those courses for you. We got them and partnered with all these people for you. Okay, so guys, go in, log in, get those courses. But not right now, after. And that's about it as far as the Blaze link is concerned. I'm going to give a couple of shout out. Makena, thank you for joining us. Sylvia, Sororo, Nakuona. Shugu, I can see you. Kibisu Jacqueline, I also see you. Thank you for joining. Fridaus, thank you for joining. Okay, so we have 20 jobs available for you. The link is www.safaricom.co.ke/careers. So please go on there and get. So now I think there's a question. Are we live on the Blaze link? We're live on the Blaze link? The Blaze link is up. So guys, on the Blaze link, wale ambao wako logged in, I'm also giving you guys 1,000 shillings credit. What is the one tip of CV writing that stood out for you? Chris gave a bunch of tips on how to make your CV stand out. What is the one tip that made stand out for you? So if the first person to write a good tip, hapo chini, tunakupa 1,000 shillings credit. Okay? So that is about it about the Discovery program. Chris has a couple of more things to say. Chris? Sorry, I'm bringing you up on set, Wakati. Wakati, oh, you're mic'd, eh?
I'm mic'd.
You're mic'd, yeah. So you talked about how your CV should stand out.
Right.
Give the relevant information at the front page, yeah. So we're about to wind up.
Yes.
So, yes.
So further down in your CV,
yeah.
It's typically, again, it's content that's being captured, but it needs to be in the right format.
Yeah.
It needs to be in a way that is easy to read.
Yeah.
Again, less is more. Capture for us the critical competence, critical experiences that are relevant for the job in front of you.
Okay.
Further down, what typically happens in a CV is that people capture for us the university they went to, the high school. But again, maybe for entry level, maybe the high school might be important, but look at what the organization is asking for.
Okay.
At Safaricom, we will not be looking at your high school result.
Okay.
So you might not need to include it.
Okay.
Some organizations might be reviewing you based on your scores in high school, so by all means include it.
Okay.
But further down in your CV, certifications, the relevant certifications that you might have done, those are very critical.
Okay.
Capture them there for us.
Okay.
Further down in the CV, you have the references. Again, only include references if they're asked for explicitly.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's no need to put it there.
Okay.
However, because later in the process, typically if you are selected, we will ask for your references again.
Okay.
So only capture what is relevant at the time.
Okay.
Read the, and where would you find out that information? Read the JD.
Okay.
Read the job advert properly.
Yeah, pick it from
See
there.
what it is that, so what we typically say, Matthew, is that your CV is your CV is the answer to the job description. The job description was the question, your CV was the answer.
Okay.
So make sure that you're responding to a question that's asked.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will be answering a separate question.
And also don't add information that has not been requested
for
obvious reasons.
Exactly.
You might be sieving yourself out of the process.
Okay.
Yeah. For instance, what do you think about photographs in the CV?
Yeah, so a lot of people put photographs.
Hey, I look pretty.
So you might think you're pretty, and therefore on that basis put your CV, but pretty and handsome is subjective.
Yes.
Someone will see this face and not think it's pretty.
Yes.
So in fact, just stay on the straight and narrow, remove photo, just give us relevant information. However, if the company asked for the photo, explicitly, please put the photo.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you about interview tips.
Yes.
Now you've gotten in, you've gone through the door. I'm going to ask you about that shortly.
Yes.
But as before I get to that, Cecilia, you've been with Safaricom for a while.
Right.
Why Safaricom?
For me, I have very many reasons why Safaricom.
Yeah.
But I'll try and keep it precise, focus on the top ones. I have a whole list.
Yes.
You know, of course, Safaricom is one of the best time players in the market. So, and the main one for me, and how I would encourage viewers, is that Safaricom is a purpose-driven organization, which means that as Safaricom, we are transforming lives. We have a purpose for which we live. Now, if you're working for an organization that is purpose-driven, more often than not, you find yourself also seeking your purpose because you discover your purpose in the process. So it's actually amazing to work for an organization that is purpose-driven because it actually triggers you to think about your purpose.
True.
And what are you in the world for?
Yeah.
What do you need to change? How do you look at things, not just from a Cecilia perspective, but from what I can do for the world? What will be my legacy? Safaricom has its purpose. It has its legacy that it is actually creating and living for the generations to come. So it has actually helped me ask myself about my purpose as an individual.
So you made some self-reflection. You called Cecilia for a meeting.
For a meeting,
and told Cecilia. Okay, Matthew. Yeah, why Safaricom?
I'll be honest. Pesa simbaya sana. So
we're not complaining.
To be very honest.
Yes.
They something called total reward.
Yeah.
How they give you a compensation for the efforts that you bring to the workplace. Is A1, to be honest. It can be better if guys are listening from reward, but on that front, not too many complaints. That's number one. Number two, Safaricom takes care of the whole person.
Okay.
Right? By that I mean, not just the career path that you've taken and the support. I do talent and capability. So my job, I told you, is to make sure that you have the correct skills to be able to deliver on your job. So that we do very well. I am what do you say? I'm an advocate because it's something I do on a daily basis. And these guys are witnesses. But beyond there, the gym facilities, the crash facilities for the ladies, exactly. So those things are not common many places.
True, I agree.
And maternity leave is
4 months, people. 4 months.
Really good.
Yes.
Safaricom is constantly innovating products and incubating new ideas. Who doesn't want to work for an organization that is constantly churning out new ideas?
Yes.
We're an organization that's multi-generational. We are diverse, inclusive. We're a company that is constantly learning. So when we talk about the need to learn and unlearn, it's alive at Safaricom. We're constantly challenging ourselves, coming up with new products, and you're having to learn what is the market asking for. But more importantly, at Safaricom, everyone matters.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who you are, how small you are, how big you are, everyone matters. But you know what caps it for me is the transforming lives. It's just a purpose-led organization.
Then maybe to add is you get to draw your own plan for yourself and bring it to life. So when I joined, I was in enterprise. Right? I was selling to our large corporates and the SME customers. But now I'm in HR, you see? That's a number of years down the road. So in some other places that could be a difficult discussion to have. But here, if you find that this is the path you want to take, you are equipped and you're encouraged and you're coached and you're mentored to get into the space that you feel you'll excel at.
I can testify to that. I agree completely. I'm a customer care agent. I'm serious, Matthew. I am. Yes.
If you insist.
No, I'm not insisting. That's the thing. Many customer care agents. And I have been. And look at where I am now. I mean,
where are you?
Yes, as in like Niko kwa TV. No, you get, and that's just to show how Safaricom goes to build your talent and try to grow you and everything. And of course, for all the other things, maternity leave and the medical cover, man. I have 3 kids, man, and I need that medical cover. So that's one of the reasons I'm still sticking around, you get, and thrive. As in, we are constantly being taken through programs. We, director ananiambia sawa nimejitoa sokoni kabisa. You get? So for such things, the Thrive program grows you and encourages you to grow as an individual, both spiritually and, you know, build your relationships, as you said. It encourages you to have a side hustle. That is something I found so like bizarre. You know,
they work through the foundation.
How does your employer tell you, you know what, lazima upate ka side hustle, you know, ka side hustle katakusaidia, you get? So I love working for Safaricom for some of those specific reasons. So now, interview tips.
Interviewing. I think if you don't listen to anything I say today, just remember this: prepare. All you need to do is prepare. And how do you prepare? Typically, the first insight into what you're going to be asked in the interview is the JD or the job advert. Because on that job advert, all the competencies and experiences that we're looking for are highlighted. So you typically just need to take time, study what it is the company is looking for, prepare yourself, extract experiences and highlight competencies that you have gained over the years. By virtue of your volunteering, by virtue of your apprenticeship, and these are the things we'll be asking. But more importantly is study the organization culture and the vision. What is it that the organization stands for? Because then you will know to also position yourself appropriately. Not that you're going to pretend. In fact, apply for an organization that has a culture that resonates with you, or that has a vision that resonates with your vision. You know what I mean? So again, a good interviewer will ask you CBI questions. We call them competency-based interviews. And what are we saying here? We're asking about your experiences from the past. It's retrospective. Tell us about a time when you worked as a team member. When you do that, then we can be able to distinguish one person from the other. And we're asking you to give us real examples. And the tip to give the viewers today is respond to that question with a STAR approach. STAR. What was the situation? What was the task at hand? What actions did you then take? And what was the result? And if you want to put an icing on the cake, what is the learning?
Can you just repeat that? To that camera there.
I'll try.
It's new.
Shall I go closer to it?
I'm writing down. Star, S.
The star.
Uh-huh.
So the star is the method to use to respond
Okay.
to questions asked, typically
Okay.
competency-based questions. So what was the situation?
Situation,
What was the task at hand?
task,
What actions did you then take?
action.
And what was the result? And then to cap it all up, what was the learning?
Okay.
Okay? So that is the structured way to respond to a question. And that allows the interviewers to see your responses in a structured way.
Okay.
And for you not to get lost in a story.
Okay.
It's not about the storytelling.
Okay.
Share with us the competencies. Share with us your experiences. That's what we're keen to see.
Okay.
The other questions that come up in the interview, what is salary do you want?
Yeah.
Do your research.
Yes.
Typically, if you ask one person, they would know what's the salary range.
Okay.
So go into that room being empowered with the salary. But last and not least is relax,
Relax.
prepare.
Okay.
When you prepare, you become more confident.
Yeah.
And the question we always ask, do you have a question?
Uh-huh.
Many people say, "Hapana, sina swali, asante." Bad move. Ask a question. And typically, it's an opportunity for you to ask a question that showcases that you have also studied the organization a little bit more.
Okay.
So are you guys considering using this technology? I say, well, what do you think about the technology? Then you share with them more insights.
Okay.
So it's also an opportunity for you to shine
Yeah.
through a question.
Okay.
Yeah. So ask, yeah,
Perhaps also authenticity.
authenticity.
Because I know a lot of guys will go to Google and how to ace an interview.
Yes.
So you have 10 people waiting outside. 9 of them have recited the same kind of answer.
Script, yes.
Yeah.
It's tiring and it's counterproductive.
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe for the guys who have not had a lot of work experience,
Right.
Yeah.
you would be surprised how much experience you actually have. You know, maybe in high school, there was a challenge that came, you handled conflict.
Yes.
So always look back into your life and you'll be amazed at the kinds of things that you've already achieved, but you don't know that you've achieved. Which therefore, then I have a tip for some of these guys. So pay somebody 2,000 bob to write for you your CV, you know? So they'll ask you questions about your experiences so far.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm saying experiences,
Yeah.
not work experience.
Yes.
Because that's where the magic is.
Yes.
Yeah? So when you come to the interview room, talk with authenticity about the things that you've managed to achieve so far.
Okay.
And that's what will sell to the human beings on the other side of the table.
But in giving your experiences,
Okay.
give relevant
Relevant
experiences.
experience.
Relevant
I've had someone
experiences.
say, nikiwa shule nilikuwa bell ringer. Sasa hiyo inasaidia nani? It's a good...
Mimi ni bell ringer. Okay, so there's this question that came up from one of our viewers, Amos Sinde from Nyamira, apparently.
Hi, Amos.
He's telling us, how do you answer this question where the HR goes like, tell us about yourself?
So the truth is, and I don't mean to be rude,
Yeah.
when, again, it's not an opportunity to tell your life story.
Yeah,
It's,
nilizaliwa.
no. It's really, they're asking, tell us why you're relevant for the job in front of you.
Yeah.
So it's, you take us back as far back as you want,
Yeah.
but start from a place where the experience you're going to share with us
Yeah.
is going to showcase the competencies
Okay.
and skills.
Okay.
Especially if you've been lucky to pick up on some future skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, so take us back to university,
Yes.
but it's because you're going to highlight for us
Yeah.
that when you were doing this course,
Yeah.
this is the experience I got, this is
Yeah.
the skills I picked up that are relevant for the job in front of me.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Cecilia, tuko pamoja, sio? Tuko pamoja. So now quickly winners. Kwa Facebook, David Kiprotich, 1,000 shilling ni yako.
Pewa.
Twitter, @Castrofy26. Huyu kwa nini mnampa credit? Huyu mtu namjua. Lakini ni sawa tu. YouTube Curtains, congratulations, 1,000 shillings ni yako. Twitter, I am Sammy Samuel, 1,000 bob. Pewa 1,000 bob. Okay? Yes, worth of credit, yes. Si pesa, sipeani pesa tafadhali. Napeana credit. Okay? So we have those winners. Dennis Madhenge, huyu wa Twitter tulimtoa, si ndio? Huyu Castrofy. Tuweke nani Twitter. I am Samuel, na huyo nimempokonya credit na najua kwa nini. So na Chepkoech Masi 9. You also get 1,000 shillings of credit. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for sharing this. And for those who were not able to watch it on live, simply go to our YouTube channel. You'll still find it on Facebook. You still find it on Twitter. Okay, so please just go back and share it with someone. These tips that Chris has shared are essential. Mwanzo hiyo star. Sijui star ni S inaanza na?
Situation. What was the situation?
What was
Give
the
us the context,
situation?
yes.
What was the task? what action did you get and what result, and then your learning after that. Okay, so go through, just rewind your video, na ikiwa hauna bundles, nunua all-in-one bundle, hii ndo wakati wa kuchukua all-in-one, tuna give free YouTube. Uingie YouTube, you watch this video, okay? And share it with somebody that can be able to help. Guys, thank you so much. Chris, you were to tell us a little about Safaricom culture.
Well, Safaricom culture is like I said, our purpose is around transforming lives.
Okay.
Yeah, and our culture is around growth, trust.
Okay.
Matthew, help me out. Growth. We will edit it. Growth, trust, humanness, and purpose.
Okay.
Okay. Those are our 4 culture pillars.
Okay.
Okay. In fact, my boss likes to say we start with purpose, and then growth, and then trust, and then humanness. Okay. All those they come alive at Safaricom.
Okay.
Treating people like human beings.
And this comes alive in our rituals, our stories, our symbols. We are constantly, especially the humanist piece comes alive every day. Okay. For us, it's about, again, no one is, a person is a person no matter how small they are. Yeah. And we are constant with a diverse environment. It's all about growth. It's all about being better than yesterday. So that comes alive in everything that we do. Yeah.
Okay, so I've just been informed that we have a video that gives us more what Chris is trying to point out as far as culture is concerned. So now, guys, we are calling it a wrap. Mark tulimfukuza mapema na amecatch feelings mahali. Mark uko?
Ni kama ametoroka.
Mark amekimbia. Nakwambia alicatch, by the way. He caught completely. So thank you guys. Thank you HR team. Thank you Cecilia. Guys, you were so awesome. Okay, so it was an amazing talk, yeah? Yeah, we had a good time at everything. Yes, nafaa kuonesha nyinyi. So guys, say bye, okay? And I'm not alone. It's okay. Unaona hii kazi tunafanya? Okay, wow. That's what it's like. And the recruitment team. Yes, you guys, D'Souza, you said hi to them before. You have to say bye. You just have to say bye, man.
See you soon.
Yes, soon. Okay, send those CVs. www.safaricom.co.ke/careers. Okay? Okay, and bye from... Hi, everyone. Okay, mwonekani. Ojo mi selfie stick si changu. Okay, guys, that was fun. Thank you to the Safaricom team, the Safaricom support team that is actually answering your queries as we speak, okay? And the iGabantu Studios that is making all this live things possible. And thank you for Fuse It. I mean, that's what dresses me, yeah? So for this and more, please stay tuned for next time. Unaona vile tuko active. You get, we are trying to talk to you guys. Okay, so this was #Blaze Career Fair. Okay, bye from me, Njeri Gane. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Tunawapenda nyote, by the way. Bye. And the video, msiondoke bado. Kuna video ya career. Yeah. Ilikuwa nini video? Culture ya Safaricom. Bye guys. Bye.